In order to append a properly scaled circle on the X and Y position, we'll have to use the two scales we just defined. Before I actually append a circle to the SVG element, I just want to make sure that the scales are somewhat sensible. For China, remember, the life expectancy on the y-axis was 75, and the income per person on the x-axis was 8,347. The console.log function in JavaScript simply prints its arguments to the console, in this case, the Chrome Developer Console. As you can see here, 75 mapped to 30, and 8,347 mapped to 146.4 approximately. These seem sensible since on the y-axis I have a range of 0 to 150 pixels. The lower the value actually corresponds to a higher pixel position, and on the x-axis we have a range from 0 to 250. Now that we've checked that our scales seem to be doing what we expect them, let's try to append a circle into our SVG element. Remember, we stored our SVG element in a variable so we could access it later. Into this SVG element, we want to append. What do we want to append? In this case, an SVG circle element. And in order to make sure that that circle actually shows up, we have to give it some attributes. The first attribute I want to add is the constant radius of 10. The second attribute, and one of the easiest, is the fill color. And the last two attributes we have to add are the X and Y position. As you can see here, again, D3's chainable syntax allows me to just pass the circle element from one method call to the next and keep adding different attributes as it goes down the chain. The SVG circle element has CX and CY, which correspond to the center X and center Y. Running this code, we see that a red circle has spontaneously showed up on our page, which means that we've done something right. Unfortunately, out of the context of every other circle from the Gapminder plot, we aren't too sure of how correct this is, but if we hover over our SVG to see the borders, and if we look at the Gapminder visualization, we see that the red circle is in approximately the right place. That is all I wanted to show you for now in the console playing around with D3, but hopefully I've shown you some methods that you can use to create visualizations of your own. Again, if anything I've showed you you'd like to know more about, there's a few resources in the instructor notes, or the D3 site itself, and Mike Bostock's blog, the creator of D3, have some great examples to go off of.